Yeah.
I like to imagine a stork drops these sluts off at the local nightclub when they turn 21, from the sky. They just come down in a little fucking bag. Stork flies off. And
he drops them when they're 18. He drops them at Bombshells. And if they
That's
can
true.
make
or
it.
Hooters.
Or Hooters, yeah. Or Twin Peaks. If they make it, that's level 1. I had sex with her before I was gay. But this new girl.
If you're going to be gay, you might as well be the kind of gay guy who has sex with girls.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. I think she's en route to your house, and I think she had to do that. She had to take that initiative because you were being such a pussy that you didn't respond to her last text that she said, I'm coming, and I'm getting the dick that I want.
Now that we've gotten all this out, should we talk about some DJ stuff? Paint me the picture of a nightclub owner going to get the DJ equipment and being like, okay, so every nightclub I've ever been to has this. I'm going to get that.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a liar, I can smell it on you. Got the voice down packed, but your eyes are telling on you. Shame on you for stretching your mouth around shit that your heart knows.
Let's go, champ. You already know. Episode 43. Strategy and Dolo Show. Party with Strategy podcast. This is it's a serious setup. Just don't bump anything too hard.
Yeah, just don't breathe or the table will fall.
Don't breathe too hard. What do you got going on? What do you got? What's happened since the last time we talked? It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. COVID is ended, apparently.
COVID's over.
World War III is here.
World War III is here. I feel like it's so new right now that it's scary, obviously, a little bit. No one really knows how to handle it, and there's just this weird...
It's almost like surreal. It happened so fast. I guess it didn't really happen fast. I just... Like, if you're really into the news, like, you knew this was coming, but, like, I don't really watch the news like that until... something like this happens, then I kind of start watching the news. I'm pretty deep in the game right now.
Are you deep?
You could say. Fox is going to call me up tomorrow, and we're going to do a little live on-air interview.
I feel like you need to be a little more this way. You need to,
Well,
now we're
okay,
talking.
Now
we're fucking talking.
Sentence. So what do you want to know? I mean, I don't
want to know anything, to be honest.
Well,
I want to know nothing. I want to know
bliss.
less. I mean, I've spent my entire life just trying to know less, really,
Smart.
Like in school, they would try and teach me, and I'd say, no, I don't understand that. You need to teach me less.
Yeah.
Put me in the slow class. I want to know
I was there,
less.
but not by choice. But yeah, I get it.
It's just not. I feel like being informed, there's too much information. There's too much. You don't know what's real, what's true, what's this, what's that. You can't decipher it. You're spending most of your time trying to decipher it. If you're smart, some people just accept the words that are handed to them. And
I will say, of the research
great.
I've been doing, I've noticed every news source has a different view on it. And I always knew that was kind of a thing, but it's so like evident. Like one's like, Russia is liberating this country from a dictator who's a Nazi, and then the other's like, Russia is destroying this nation who wants to be a sovereign country. It's all fucked up. The one thing that's the most fucked up is that, Russia's a superpower, nuclear superpower. China's got their back. And, I mean, although our president is a big pussy, I will say he's playing it smart by not jumping in because we don't need these problems at this point in life.
Listen, I'm ready because I think we should all fucking die, to be honest.
You're just ready to die.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's fucking time. I mean... There's people circulating an article about Louis C.K. still performing in Russia. Like, there's people that are sharing an article from the New York Times that says Louis C.K. is still going to be performing his scheduled dates in Russia. And there's people sharing this article as if it's real. As they've accepted that. They're like,
wait, that's completely false?
It's complete.
I don't know.
You can't just go to Russia right now and do shows.
Well, Russia's not the battleground. Ukraine is the battle.
Whatever. It's just a fucking ridiculous. Like, the fact that even is a question is insane.
No, it's actually
going
not
on here?
Because Russia, like I said, I understand your ignorance is kind of shown here, but the battle isn't in Russia. The battle's in Ukraine.
But you don't go to Russia. They're in the middle of they're doing something. Like if I'm on the phone.
But it'd be like if we invaded Mexico, would you be scared to go to New York? Like, no,
we're already here.
I believe he could be doing a show in Russia. I don't think it's straight. I mean, it might be bullshit, but I don't think it's like hard to believe.
No shot. 0% chance. 0%.
Did you do some research to see if it was real?
No, of course not.
See, so
this
how
is
can
not
you
a fucking news show. I'm here to talk about stupid things and my dick a little bit every once in a while. Well, no one's coming here for real information about Russia.
That's fair. How about that?
Do you think we have any stance to talk real about Russia and the Ukraine? I'm pretending like the shit's not even happening. I'm watching these fucking videos. I feel like I'm watching a fucking COD streamer.
Call of Duty?
Nick Merckx. It's the fucking same shit.
I actually was going to say I have a secret getaway when I get too deep in the rabbit hole that is news.
What do? You jerk off?
Well,
you switch it up.
That's a different rabbit hole. But no, I do a little bit of meditation.
Okay, there you go.
I put on my favorite yacht rock jam.
Yeah.
Softly in the background, I close my eyes, and I teleport myself to a happier place.
What does this happy place look like for you? Is it the same destination every time? Or are they different
destinations? Today, this place was a remote beach somewhere, probably Hawaii, where a young Hawaiian woman, not too young, give me a blowjob, while a larger Samoan woman is over my shoulders, giving me a nice back rub with
Feeding you grapes.
Her large, I don't want to say manly hands, shells? But her big Samoan massaging hands.
Yeah.
That's my happy place.
Those thick fingers.
They got them sausage fucking, but they're like real strong, kind of like the fucking, almost like an 8-foot version of the axe wielding guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and is she like in cahoots with the girl giving you a blowjob? Do they know each other?
I don't talk to them. That's the most beautiful thing about this whole thing is neither of them speak to me.
Neither of them say a word to you.
They just relieve my stress.
They're speaking to you with their hands, really,
and their mouth,
but
not speaking,
not orally,
not their vocal cords,
not orally, but orally.
Exactly. Is there a difference?
Oral. With an A-U-R-A-L.
Okay, never seen that word in my life.
Oral.
Okay.
It's oral. Like something
oral. O-R-A-L.
No, oral is O-R-A-L is like, let me put my mouth on your dick, oral.
Okay.
Oral with an A has to do with sound, like something you can hear.
Okay.
If it's oral with an R, oral, like an oral landscape. Like a picture that's being painted with sound. You know what I mean?
Out of my wheelhouse, but I'll take your word for it.
It's a thing.
Oh, I believe it. I don't know why you're so angry. I believe it. I just don't know. I've never seen the word.
You've never heard that word?
No.
Come on.
No.
All right.
I mean, I could see it like audio, A-U.
I believe it's got some roots there.
I'll go with it.
They're not talking oral to you. They're talking oral to you. Do they switch at any point?
I never make it that far. I usually break concentration within 30 seconds.
So you're meditating for 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's just enough to get me out of that space. Just to break the...
And then where do you go from there? Because that's really the important part. You're just going back?
No, I mean, after that, then I usually jerk off, and then I cry.
Okay.
That's the routine.
And then how long are you satisfied from that until the next round?
About as long as it takes me to make a sandwich.
Okay. It sounds... eerily similar to,
a normal day in the life. It's a normal day in the life.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you that my past couple weeks have been great because now that I'm gay, let me tell you.
Did you suck some dicks or what?
I didn't suck any dicks.
Okay.
And
you're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. And also, like, I was sort of on the lookout. I was keeping it in mind that maybe that could happen, you know what I mean?
Don't get too drunk.
But yeah, don't get too drunk. Don't do anything crazy. But I had an open mind about it. That's what I'm saying. I didn't go out like I normally go out before I was gay, where I was like, get
looking
these
for
fucking
chicks.
dicks away from me. Like if there's a dick near me, I don't want to fucking. It's angering me.
Okay.
Like when a dick was in my presence, I didn't get angry anymore.
But what about a vagina around you?
Well, here's the thing about being gay.
Okay.
Bitches love you because you're not a threat, and they want what they can't have.
Okay.
Bitches want what they can't have. That's why like any guy that says he wears a wedding ring like gets hit on way more.
Right.
You know, you've heard this theory.
Right.
Which is why I got a ring.
It's a gay wedding.
They want what they can't have.
Yeah.
So being gay is great.
So have you given into their advances yet?
I've given into a couple advances.
So you're bisexual.
I've had some sex. Well, I'm gay, and like we discussed last time, I am gay inside of the vagina.
Right.
Because I'm looking for
dicks.
The dudes that have been there before.
Dick residue.
Dick residue. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you did some cunnilingus.
Well, I look for it with my dick.
Oh,
it's more of like a feeling around.
You're probing around there?
Probing, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm probing around.
I mean, it seems like it makes sense to me.
I'm like a doctor, kind of.
I mean, if you're going to be gay, you might as well be the kind of gay guy who has sex with girls.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
I'm paving the way here. I've rarely do I follow in someone else's footsteps. I feel like I sort of pave my own way,
yeah,
and
you're
that's
trend-setting.
I'm paving a gay road for myself.
Yeah. Hey, the
You
Rainbow Road.
The Rainbow Road, exactly.
Hey, do your thing.
I've had some encounters with some women over the last 2 weeks. I've upset some women accidentally, which
why?
Is
Because they found out you were
happens.
gay, and they said
no. I tell them I'm gay right off the bat. I'm like, listen, I'm gay, and then you could see it in their eyes right away.
Like,
They're like,
I could
I'm
tell
gonna
by
fuck
looking
this
at your
guy.
suede shirt that you're gay.
Yeah.
Zanga.
You know how like gay dudes want to flip straight dudes?
Mm-hmm.
That's how these bitches get.
Okay.
You know?
Right. So then, and then you don't have to worry about gay dudes trying to switch you because you're already gay. They don't want you.
They don't want me.
You fucking cracked the code.
I'm
you
unstoppable.
son of a bitch.
I'm unstoppable.
You did it. Wow. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. You should, yeah. I mean, at this point, you should make your own fucking TED Talk and be rich off of this.
I'm working.
You're like a pickup artist, but like you flip the whole script.
Yeah, I got a whole new playbook.
A whole new
This
strategy.
ain't the normal.
if you will.
We ain't out here negging bitches.
No. Good times.
But I want to run a situation by you and see how you feel about it.
Let's hear.
Because if we pick back up on the original story where we left off 2 weeks ago when the girl who I took on the first date OD'd.
Oh yeah, good times.
We linked up after that. I was able to get past that, like I spoke about, and we linked up. We had sexual intercourse, and it was good. It was fantastic, awesome, great. But then the next day, so here's my thing. Like, I feel like I'm normally like overly eager. Like I want to
aggressive fuck. Almost.
You could say, maybe even say aggressive.
Okay.
I want to fuck, right? So I'm pretty conscious about trying not to be that way.
Okay.
So me and this girl have sex Saturday night. It's Sunday now, and we're texting back and forth. Cool, whatever. I'm like, oh, what are you doing tonight? She said, oh, I'm going to meet a friend for some drinks, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, I want to do dirty things to you, which is what I said. I want to read the text word for word because I want to see how you feel about it.
Let's go.
Let me find the text here. I said, I want to do dirty things. And she replied, I was hoping for like, yeah, what are you doing later? Or what are you doing at 9? You know, she said she was doing something at 7 or some shit like that. She replied with the purple devil face. She said, last night was fun.
This was the day after you fucked her.
This was the day after I fucked her. To me, that's like, yeah, I don't really want to do dirty things with you. Like I just said,
but she gave you the demon face?
She gave me the demon face.
That's a pretty clear sign she wants to fuck. In my
You
opinion,
think so?
Off top, if I get the purple demon face, I don't know what that means.
I took it as like I'm not really fucking like I'm trying to look to the future. I'm like, I want to do dirty things to you. The response I'm looking for is like, yeah, let's do it, or like what kind of things? Like engage me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're trying to get some dirty talk out of her.
I'm trying to get
She was trying to get some dick out of you.
I'm trying to get something without saying like I want to hang out tonight because I just seen her last night. I'm trying not to be
Okay.
aggressive, as
your
they
response,
say.
What was your response?
I didn't respond to anything. I just took
This
that.
is the last text you ever did?
Not ever, but at this point, that was it. I was like, okay, she's not really fucking with me. Let me not say shit.
Yeah.
Because if she, I'm gonna let her hit me if she wants to hit me. Never hit me. Whatever. She left for she left Houston for Monday, Tuesday. I hit her on Wednesday. We had not spoken since that last text. I go, "Are you back in Houston?" And she said, "I'm en route." That's it. Nothing. And I felt like that was for sure
En route to your place.
No. Like en route back to Houston.
Oh.
And I felt like that was for sure the end of it. Because I'm like, okay, she may have been, I'm en route. Like, what are you doing tonight? Like, give me something here. I'm looking to just converse a little bit. And like,
I'm going to stop you right there and go ahead and assume I could finish this story. I think she's en route to your house, and I think she had to do that. She had to take that initiative because you were being such a pussy that you didn't respond to her last text that she said, "I'm coming and I'm getting the dick that I want."
She doesn't even know where I live, so it's not possible that she said en route
that would have been
to
a great
the
ending. All right, so
that,
continue.
so to me, that was the end. I'm like, I shot another shot. She blocked it.
She bricked it. Okay, because that was like
fucking
a
over.
short, like, I'm en route.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
It
any
was
more questions.
short. It's like just I'm to me, I'm like, okay, she's not fucking with me. This shit's dead. Thursday night rolls around. She shows up to our party, Mixed Signals, which is a pretty like everybody knows each other. It's pretty intimate space. This girl like has been friends with all these other people in Houston that I just met. Like they're like kind of a clique already. So I'm like trying not to make things awkward. And I'm like, I don't think this girl's fucking with me. I see her. She came with a dude and a girl. So I was like,
Could be third wheeling.
I was like, okay, that's like the third. The first two, I already thought I was locked in. Then the third one, I'm like, she's for sure not fucking with me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I had this other girl come on Thursday, and we just did our things, whatever. And then I find out on Friday that she was like, oh, I was so upset when Zach had another girl with him on Thursday. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I misread the whole shit, and now I fucked it up because I look like a piece of fucking shit because I just fucked this girl. And then I brought this other girl where she's at on Thursday, and I'm in a fucking pickle because I can't fucking read
Was this
situation.
last night that this happened?
This was last week.
Okay. Have you talked to her since or no?
I talked to her at some point for sure. Yeah, I talked to her because I told her, I was like, I don't want to be an asshole. I heard that like you were upset that a homegirl was there. I was like, I misread the situation. I'm sorry. I take full blame. Like I misread the situation. I talked to her. It was whatever. I still feel like a piece of shit, to be honest. Even though I wasn't being one, I look like one and I fucking feel like it.
I mean, I've definitely could list a lot of things that you've done that are a lot more shitty.
Way worse. I could list them.
I don't
for
know if
days.
it's the weed or if it's the being gay thing, but you're sounding like a bitch about this whole thing. I gotta be honest.
I'm trying to not make any waves here. I'm out here looking for love, and I'm gay, and I'm just trying not to make any waves here.
I got you.
You know
Does
what I'm
she
saying?
know you're gay now?
I don't think she knows. 'Cause
Okay.
I had sex with her before I was gay. But this new girl, she has a girlfriend.
Okay.
This girl that I'm smashing has a girlfriend.
Have you got the threesome yet?
And her girlfriend doesn't live here in this state.
Does she
She
know
lives
about
in
you?
a
Her
different
girlfriend?
state.
Or you
Her
like
girlfriend knows about me, and her girlfriend like is the sayer of whether I get to fuck this girl or not.
You've been in this situation before, but you were on the opposite side.
I was on a different end. Yeah.
So how does it feel? Is
I'm
she like
like
a butchie?
Nah.
No, okay.
Neither of them are butchy.
Okay.
It's really weird. I don't know. It's a really fucking weird
Does she like
thing.
watch on Skype when you guys fuck?
Nah, she's never seen us fuck.
Okay.
I guess like this girl tells her girlfriend everything.
Right.
Like everything. There's nothing that they're not
So
telling
you couldn't
each
like
other.
dirty talk her and be like, you wish a girl could fuck you like that.
Well, I get like because when I'm fucking a girl, my thing is like that's my pussy. Like tell me whose fucking pussy is that. tell me whose fucking pussy that is right now. Just fucking, you know what I'm saying?
You need to
like
take
one
ownership.
Of those.
I got you.
I feel weird even doing that. Like, I'm scared to do that because I don't want her to be like, it's homegirls. Like, she says her name, and I'm like, well.
Wait, did she really do that?
No, but
that
I
would
don't
be
want to find
amazing.
out.
It'd be like, whose pussy was it? She's like, Megan's. Like, but whose is it tonight? Well, I don't know. I'd have to call Megan and ask her.
That's how it fucking feels. That's exactly how it feels.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're still getting pussy.
It's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
That's definitely a new dynamic.
It's a weird dynamic, but I'm kind of enjoying how fucking weird it is. Like,
you're a weird guy.
Yeah, anytime some shit happens, I'm like, that's weird. Like, what? It's crazy. It's
you've dated for a guy who's dated multiple witches. I'd be surprised if you were not into some weird shit. You know?
I just like weird bitches. You know what I'm saying? I like a weird.
You like to shake things up a little.
I need a weird bitch because I say weird shit.
Right. That's for sure.
I feel that like nobody younger than us at some point. Like, I'm 32. I feel like nobody younger than like maybe 27 understands the sense of humor that like we have. Like, we get each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We say weird shit, and it's funny, and it's sometimes I say weird shit to people, and their faces just go blank. Like, they don't know how to respond. They're like
that was offensive.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's why I had to draw the line with my girl. She's 26, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to grow old with her. That's fine.
They just don't
I can't go young anymore. I used to, fucking some 21-year-old pussy was like a Friday night ritual, you know?
The greatest party on earth.
And it was always a new generation of pussy. But eventually a man has to set his hat on the fucking rack and
you got to hang it up.
You got to hang it up and grow old with the pussy.
I feel you. I'm
okay with that.
But here's the thing. That's definitely one route. I think I'm waiting for the next generation.
Well, like a new shipment of 21 years that aren't offended by your humor?
Yeah, so like maybe 25 years from now when there's 25-year-olds that haven't even been born yet.
That's a little disgusting.
They'll be cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of scary, but okay.
What do you mean? When they're 25?
I mean, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, listen.
I'll be 57.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Do whatever you want.
Is that wrong?
It's just it's not wrong.
Well, explain it. Break it down for me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, maybe it's because I have a daughter now, but. Isn't that kind of like grooming? You can't think about it. Like, if it happens, okay, so like when I'm 60, if like, God willing, my girl lets me fuck a young girl, like a 25-year-old girl.
God willing.
Then I won't feel it's weird. But now if I looked at a younger girl.
But here's the thing. I'm not even looking at a younger girl.
But
These people that I'm talking
about. But not looking at them particularly. But you're kind of like thinking about it. I can't think about it personally. I can't. It's got to just happen. Like I picture like at 21 they just magically appear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about one day, like because then you're like they're not born yet. I don't. For me, that's for me.
Yeah.
I like to imagine a stork drops these sluts off at the local nightclub when they turn 21. From the sky they just come down in a little fucking bag. Stork flies off. And
he drops them when they're 18. He drops them at Bombshells. And if they make
or
it,
Hooters,
or Hooters, yeah, or Twin Peaks, if they make it, that's level 1.
Well, let me tell you. Can we talk about that for a second? Have you been to Hooters in the last 5 years?
No. Well, in the last 5 years, probably. Yeah. You know who loves Hooters? Diddy loves Hooters.
I can see that, but the fucking girls who work at Hooters these days are disgusting. I don't know if it's the fucking Lizzo movement or what's going on, but when do they start hiring fat bitches at Hooters? I'm just going to say it, okay? That's fucking disgusting, all right? Put some fucking clothes on. Go work behind the fucking kitchen. Go wash dishes or something. I don't want to fucking look at you while I'm eating chicken. I'm sorry. I don't. Not in a fucking little short. At least put on a jumpsuit or something.
You know what else I've noticed about Hooters is I think that their version of like wokeness is hiring bitches with no tits.
Yeah, that too, or no ass. It's like, what the fuck? The chicken's not that good. I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Have a dude serve me with a fucking polo shirt on. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them in the fucking skimpy clothes.
Hooters chicken is not good enough to float their business. Their original business model of being Hooters having bitches that are hot with big tits bring you your chicken is what made Hooters.
100%. That's why they were so successful.
Are they able to just switch over to like food? Oh, we're done with the girls thing. We're gonna have guys serve your food, but it's the same food, same Hooters, same
yeah,
food.
it's
Don't
fucking
worry.
stale chicken fingers that are soaked in peanut oil.
Yeah, it's
like
not. Yeah, Hooters does not have the food to let that fucking float their brain.
But if my girl's watching, yeah, babe, the chicken's fire.
Yeah, we like the shrimp, the Cajun shrimp.
You gotta love those Dungeness crabs.
Oh, you know who loves Hooters? Chris R.
Is he a big?
But
Hooters
his
guy?
diet starts on Monday, so.
You're keeping up with his dietary supplement?
I mean, that's what he posts every day. That he posts shitty food for like months on end.
You know what else he likes to post? Videos of him shitting.
Well, he doesn't post those. He sends those in group chats, and
I used to think it was like a joke that like he put it on there, but like every group chat he does it a lot.
Yeah, and I sent him actually a video. I had a pretty wild shit at the gym the other day. Fucking sprayed the bowl, looked like a fucking like a
after you were making
day
cookies, you know, when the fucking shit's all spattered around everywhere, or brownies.
Yeah, or when you over microwave a Hot Pocket and you don't have a fucking paper towel over it and it just fucking explodes in the microwave. It looks something like that. I sent it to Chris R. You know what he said?
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what you would have said, right?
Right.
He said, you can do better.
Wow. This is the same guy who he used to take videos of his neighbors shitting in the yard, right?
No,
he's probably gonna hate it. I know in Chris R. Which he's probably not watching this one. If he was, he would fucking hate it.
Nah, he wouldn't care. He owns it. I think he just got mad. Listen, the Chris R. video, the Chris R. debacle. I think we didn't have to delete the video. You jumped the gun. I feel like we could have talked
told
him
me
off
to
the
delete
ledge. I know, but like that's.
But you
like,
weren't talking to him. Maybe if you would have got up there and did a little, calm down.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to work. You got to massage the idea into it. Like, listen, I know it seems bad, but you think about this and think about this.
I feel like you've done this once or twice when you used to take videos of girls with the
Oh my God! I mean,
You're a pro.
I am a sweet talker. I'm a sweet talker, baby, because it comes from the heart.
Yeah,
I'm a sweet guy.
Yeah,
you know.
And
so I'm sorry for misreading the situation.
How many tits? If we were to group them together, not individual. Well, maybe
how many pairs of tits?
How many pairs of tits do you
think? How many girls' tits?
You could probably measure in how many stickers you gave out, right? Do you know? Do you have a rough estimate?
Thousands.
Literally
I've ordered
thousands, right?
thousands and thousands and thousands of stickers.
And it wasn't like it was the same girl every night getting a sticker. Every woman, wife, everything that came through that door just wanted a sticker in that.
Dude, that was such a good time. That'll
never happen again.
It'll happen again.
I mean, maybe, but like,
again.
Could you see that? I don't
not
think
for
today.
Not for me, but in the world, it'll happen again. Yeah,
of course. But I'm just saying, like, in today's climate, I just don't see it.
Well, wait. 25 years, my boy.
Everything happens in cycles. That's true.
We're gonna see what's to come.
After
they just get worse?
After Armageddon, when we all die and there's a new life form that emerges from the nuclear waste of what used to be the world, maybe some creature will come around and have tits and want to shake them. Maybe they'll have 3 tits, and maybe then they'll need 3 stickers. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. Definitely possible. I'd love to see some alien titties. I mean, that's kind of what I'm into these days. I'm looking for something that I haven't
Is it
had.
your fault that I get those fucking pop-ups when I'm watching porn where it's like an alien computer animation getting fucked? Yeah. I'm like, who is jerking off to this stuff? Because this is, look, I no kink shame. You know what I'm saying? But who the fuck is jerking off to alien porn? Because it's out there. And they keep forcing it on me. I don't know if it's the Russians with the fucking bots, but I don't want to see it when I'm waiting for my porn to load up. That's all I'm saying.
It's just a nice.
You know the video I'm talking about.
It's just a nice way to escape. I've ejaculated to it actually.
They're like, I bet you can come in less than 20 seconds on this game or whatever the fuck they're saying. And I'm like, look, I'm not here to play video games. I'm here to jerk my dick. Yeah. You know? Do those games really exist, or is it just a bait for them to get your information?
I think it's just a bait for them to get your information, if I had to guess. But the game probably does exist. It's probably a really shitty version of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
tap X to fuck her harder kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bro, the only game that I ever wanted to fuck a girl in was GTA. Remember fucking picking up prostitutes and fucking them and killing them and getting your money back?
Yeah.
That was pretty tight. That's the kind of thing that grew our generation into the great people we are today.
Yeah,
Killing hookers.
I mean, you need to be able to kill a couple hookers in the video game.
Right.
To let that out, because that's good for us. We think about doing those things, and when you can do it in the game, then you don't have to do it in real life. You know what I'm saying?
How did they never get canceled?
Well, nobody gets canceled. Canceled is
that over?
Over,
I'm behind.
bro.
Okay, all right.
Listen,
Canceled's
if
over.
my guy Rogan could drop a 4-minute nonstop video of him saying the N-word
Still here, right?
and over and over and over again,
Or
for 4 minutes.
Dave Chappelle, 4 new episodes coming after the Chinese march to try and get him out.
Yeah, the whole canceling thing is coming to an end, and
Thank
I'm into that. Because
Thank
here's the real
God.
cancellation. Here's canceling is not a real thing. What's real is blowing up someone else's country. That's like Russia's trying to cancel Ukraine right now. That's the cancellation.
I'm gonna be honest. I've seen some posts, and like Hood Ratchet TV posts something about it, and I like read through the comments, and they're like, "Oh, they finna get canceled," and I'm like, it doesn't really work like that with communist regimes that are taking over countries. Yeah. But I digress. The one thing that we have, like I said, that makes me feel a little bit safer inside is knowing that we have a whole generation of transsexual TikTokers that will defend this great, mighty civil liberties of this country when the communists come to invade us. It's actually
queen.
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
yes,
queen, and they're gonna fucking be like,
period.
Dance.
Fucking with their guns.
They'll be like, you gonna invade me? No, 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 no. And they'll be like, the Russians will be like, damn, drop their guns. I got served, and go home.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite a speculation.
Speculation? No. Spectacle.
Quite a speculation to have.
Yes.
You could say that. Now that we've gotten all this out, should we talk about some DJ stuff?
I guess we should. We are DJs, and this is a DJ show.
This is
with DJ-related topics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. You know what? I listen, while I was in my Zen state and fantasizing about my Hawaiian lovers, I was listening to Doobie Brothers. Mm-hmm. What a Fool Believes. You've heard this song.
Well, if we're going to talk Doobie Brothers.
Blaze your doobie up. So, as that warm breeze was rolling through the island.
You're talking summer breeze?
No, the warm breeze of my fantasy. But the music that's playing in the background is What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers.
That's right. Okay.
You know the song.
Yeah.
I got to thinking, it'd be dope if somebody put together like a smooth R&B, yacht rock vibe Sunday brunch party. I want to do that. I want to bring that to the people of Houston.
You should do that.
I don't know if they're ready for it.
Where do you want to do it at?
Well, I want to do it somewhere outdoors because I want to wait till it gets warm because I feel like those vibes are felt so much better with the sun roasting on your skin.
Yeah, I mean, Houston has a ton of nice outdoor shit.
I don't get to see much of it because I'm always working. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to scout it out. And if anyone's watching this in the Houston area and you steal my idea, I'll fucking come to your show and throw you a Molotov cocktail at your DJ booth. Just know that.
How's that for yacht rock? Get your yacht rocked.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, Houston, bro, there's so many places that are opening up here that I just see pop up, like new places, and I don't even think there's enough people here to fucking fill them all. Like, there's a lot of shit to do.
There is a lot of shit happening.
You can get a good party popping, you got something for sure. And there's not a lack of places to do it. I'll tell you that.
That's
and
for
if
sure.
you're going to do yacht rock, that's some white people shit. I feel like you got to go to the Heights.
The Heights. I still have yet to go to the Heights, but my white correspondent, if you will, no, I was going to say Jared from work, but I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's way whiter than me.
He's Texas white.
Yeah.
And he's telling me that the Heights is the place to go for that kind of crowd.
Yeah.
But the problem he says is that they don't really have DJs there. If they do, it's like They're bars. They're not nightclubs.
Yeah, that's what Ease was. That's what Ease was telling me too.
But I feel like, I mean, it is a very white thing, yacht rock, right? But really, is it though? Because think about like Michael McDonald, right? Very yacht rock.
Yeah.
Warren G.
I mean, here's the thing: black people know good music.
Good music is good music, and it's that simple. Music. Because I don't want it to. So I had an idea, right? I was thinking Smooth Sailing Sundays, but I don't want it to just be yacht rock, because then you kind of put yourself in a box, and then you end up playing the same shit every week.
Right? How many weeks can you go with a different yacht rock set?
Exactly. I kind of want it to go from like yacht rock to like Sade to like Maxwell to fucking like just R&B vibe. That's why I say soulful R&B, because although yacht rock is predominantly a white thing, it's pretty fucking soulfully black.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that for sure. Like white people, old white people, definitely not young white people. Old white people would know the music and appreciate it, but
are they gonna go out and drink?
Younger, not are they gonna go out and drink, but like you could relate to those people through the music. For a younger crowd or a black crowd or whatever, you're more like showing them dope music, and they're more accepting of it, I think.
Yeah, I think anybody would be down with it. Anybody who likes good music is going to be down with it. Yeah. And if they're not, whatever. I gave it a shot. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today in my little space. But what do you got? What are you thinking music-wise? Let's talk DJ.
Music-wise, I want to talk about nightclubs and the DJ setups that belong in nightclubs and the ones that don't, because I had to DJ on a fucking Rain 12 and a Rain 72 mixer, and to be honest with you, I didn't do it. I DJ'd on it for about 20 minutes, and I said I'm not DJing on that ever again.
You're pretty close to a turntablist guy, and you started with a Rain, right?
I own a Rain 62 at the crib in Chicago to this day.
The worst mixer ever made, but
I enjoy it at the crib. Yes, if I saw it in a nightclub, I would get angry. It angers me.
It's so like unergonomic.
We are a specific type of DJ. Being a nightclub DJ, you're a nightclub DJ. There's fucking nightclub DJs. There's festival DJs who you will never ever ever catch DJing in a nightclub because they do their thing. We do our own thing. There's different sectors of DJing and what everyone does. I just don't understand, like paint me the picture of a nightclub owner going to get the DJ equipment and being like, okay, so every nightclub I've ever been to has this. I'm going to get that.
You know what it is? It's
what
not
is that?
I don't think it's the owner.
Who does that?
Here's what it is. The owner knows, or the new owner. Typically, this is something you find with like new nightclub owners. They get this equipment because they have a budget, and they're like, they find their DJ friend who fucking doesn't actually DJ in nightclubs, but
yeah, it's like their boy from fucking used to DJ their frat parties, and he's got a fucking Rain at the crib.
Because he's like I saw fucking A-Track scratching on it, and I wanted to be like him. So he's like, this is the one. This is like the best one, bro. Trust me, it's the best one. And then a guitar center, they're like, you sure you want this one? And he's like, yeah, my boy said it, and he knows everything, so fucking let's get it. And then every DJ is like, fuck this, man. I hate those fucking mixers with a passion. And everybody's like, they're really not that bad once you get to do them. Like, I'm not coming to fucking learn new equipment. There's an industry standard. There's a reason it's an industry standard, because we all know how to work on it. So why the fuck are you gonna throw a monkey wrench in the fucking middle? You know what I'm saying?
You're just creating an issue for yourself and your nightclub. I don't understand. I don't get it. It blows my mind. Like that. It's like booking somebody to play a guitar at your fucking venue, and you're like, hey, yeah, don't bring your guitar, we got one here, whatever, and they show up and it's like a fucking bass.
Yeah, they're like, we got Guitar Hero, don't worry, buddy.
Yeah,
we got you.
And you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with this?
You know, the only person that I know of that's ever had that on their rider is your boy Sick Kick. No, he had the S9. Fuck that mixer too. S9. That's just as fucking stupid.
They're just not. It's like, there's a certain sound that comes out of that fucking 900. There's a certain way to get the sound that you're looking for that you have fucking created or whatever, learned how to make this thing do what it does, because that's the piece of equipment you've been using for the last 10 years. It's taking away from whatever you're trying to get done in your nightclub. You're booking me here to do what I do, but you're not giving me the right equipment to let me do that.
Exactly. Shout out to all the clubs that don't even have equipment and make me bring a fucking controller.
I prefer that. I'm that guy now. Yeah. I'm that guy now. I'm gay and I bring my controller to gigs.
Well, that's
I'm
pretty
that
gay.
guy now. Remember when you fucking started and some shitty little new DJ would fucking come with his controller and you want to just fucking take it and just fucking throw it?
Throw it out
you
the
wanted to
fucking
just
window.
stomp it out. You wanted to just take a baseball bat like fucking the Office Space with the printer. You know what I mean? Like
Ghetto
that,
Boys playing in the background, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm that guy now.
Yeah, well, I think there's been they've come a long way because the Serato SRT 1000 fucking DJ, I got that one. I like it. It's pretty much as close as you're going to get to the real deal in a fucking 5-pound piece of plastic.
Yes. And on top of that, you have the pads in a nice, perfectly placed area.
I still don't use the pads.
You don't?
Yeah, rarely.
Really?
Yeah, the computer's there. I know. It's like what you said with the DJM 900. It's like I know how to do my thing.
For sure.
It works. Like it's like when people start coming out with those fucking dicers and they're fucking hooking them up and plugging them up everywhere. Yeah. And I'm like, just get this fucking shit out of here. The button's right there. You can reach it. It's not fucking rocket science.
And nobody did anything with the dicers other than just cueing in your headphones or whatever it was.
I'm not going to say any names, but we all know who.
Drop them.
Drop them! I can't do it.
Drop it! Let's go.
But you know who they were. They know who they were.
Go.
Fucking assholes.
The dicers, bro.
The dicers, bro. The equivalent is fucking people doing what's the shit everybody does out here? The fucking with the 3 USBs.
Oh, well, I'm going to start doing that, to be honest.
Fuck that shit.
HID
it's so
mode?
stupid. It's like, I got my cue points right here. It's like.
Here's what I want it for, though. Because.
To scroll through music because you can't use your trackpad? It's broken or what?
No, fuck no. I hate the idea of it because it's like adding more to the equation. It's more chords, more things to go wrong. I try and cut all that out. But for some reason, CDJ 3000s, those fucking pieces of shit, they don't have a start-stop roller. They don't have two separate ones. You know how
it's just one.
You can say I want it to start on a dime, but I want it to break stop.
Yeah.
They went back to just...
So if you have a slope on a break stop, then when you start it goes...
It slopes up.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Retarded.
Who the fuck would ever need that? Like, what instance are you going to need the fucking start button to be a gradual slope? I've yet to ever see anyone do anything like that.
No, it's a terrible decision because I want to start on a dime because sometimes I fucking hit that button. It's part of like what I'm doing. Yeah. But I want it to break stop because same thing. But you can't do that anymore.
But tell me, really think about it. What reason would you ever have to have a slow start?
I mean, if you maybe break started, you did the slowest stop you could do on one and it slowed the record down and then you wanted to start a new record. Like, I mean, I could think of something that would be cool. But is anybody going to do it?
No. Fuck no. It's like when I bought the Newmark TTX turntables back in the day, and it's like, oh, it has the adjustable break stop, and it can play the record backwards, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking dope. And I'm like, when the fuck am I ever gonna play the record backwards? So I would try and do like a mix where I play one beat backwards and do a blend, and it always sounded horrible because the progressions are like inverse. So like,
I think my fucking head would explode if I had to mix records backwards.
But the good thing about those turntables though. That was like the first ones that had key lock, and it's on vinyl. So you could key lock vinyl with them because it would like process the sound.
I didn't even know that there was a turntable that had a key lock.
Yeah, it had 50% plus minus. They were dope turntables, but like that was just a stupid feature. And even 1210s, I believe, have that feature too. If you double hit the start stop real quick, it'll do the backwards thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The techniques?
Yeah,
I've seen some. Yeah.
I believe it's a 1210, right? Or is it 1200?
I don't know. I don't think it's regular 1200s.
Probably 1210.
Man, I miss those.
I still got mine.
But not really. I'm a CDJ guy now.
They're just not with the days of the era of confetti. They're just not realistic.
Yeah, I mean, everyone uses the phase, but that again is just another thing to go wrong. You're just adding Bluetooth in now, and it's just, to me, I want the least amount of shit.
That's like the idea that everyone has of like the streaming services for DJing. They're like, we're gonna make Serato, so you have to stream the music. I'm like, first of all, I've never been in a club with good Wi-Fi. And they always randomly kick you off if you don't sign in. Could you imagine you're just playing to a packed club and all of a sudden the music just cuts out because you have to fucking text yourself a fucking password to get back in? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, that's just a dumb idea. It's great for record companies to make money off you playing their shit, but it just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, they say that you're going to have a library of those songs that are going to be available whether you're on the internet or not.
So then what's the point?
Because the point is that everything is being tracked,
Love that.
Yeah, just another one of those, China. Everything's being tracked so people can get paid, right? You play the song, the artist gets paid. And then
Do they get paid off the bootlegs too?
I'm sure they're going to figure something out for that. I don't know. That's the thing is that's the biggest thing they're having trouble with is that they can't. Most of us are playing songs that are not just regular songs,
right?
And they don't know how to get those songs into like a library of actually.
And so, what if I
shit.
make my own edit? Then do I pay myself or?
I don't know how it works, but they say that you're gonna be able to just have like 1,000 songs on your computer, whether like the same way you can download a thing on Spotify, and then when you're in airplane mode on a plane, you can still listen to it. It's like on your shit, but you don't actually have it. You're going to have a library of 1,000, and then you can just search anything else you want. That's what they say. I'm not riding for it. I'm not a big guy that's into fucking change, and I don't want to have to learn how to fucking work this now, and it's a whole nother thing, and I know it's coming, and it makes me so fucking mad, but
DJing is one of those things. You got a lot of tech-savvy fucking people that just love to overcomplicate things. To some degree, that brings up some great things like Serato, revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? Like changed the whole game. Obviously, Record Box that changed the whole game for a lot of people that don't like laptops because of the radiation or whatever. But I don't see that. That just seems, I don't know. Maybe I'm old. I'm probably just fucking old.
We're old.
We're grumpy old DJs. That should be the name of the podcast.
Like imagine being 17 and getting a piece of a controller, just like a fucking controller, like the one that they have at Polecats that Homeboy uses. That thing just hooks to the fucking Wi-Fi, and then you can get any song you want onto the controller. Imagine being 17 and you have that.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have to fucking do any digging of any sort ever.
This is amazing. I could type on this touchpad here.
Yeah.
I'm on the internet. I can get any song I want. Like,
I mean, I guess in some aspect that is that. Okay, when you put it that way, I could see it. Okay.
But it's because you're young and dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you just don't. You want the easiest way. But I don't know, man. And it's funny. So when Max was in town, his buddy came with him, and I forget his name. Payday. Yes, shout out to him. He's a cool kid, younger guy. And I was like, driving him to the airport, and I felt like it was like a dad moment. I was like telling them about DJing in the early 2000s and the importance of getting a record that nobody else had. And then like halfway through the conversation, I'm just like, I'm just gonna stop because they were
intrigued.
They were intrigued. They were like, "This is," and you know when I felt Max was like, "Yo, Payday, listen, this is some real history here," and I'm like, "Jesus fucking Christ," I'm like, "Yeah, history," but like that's the thing. Like I'll never lose respect for the art of digging and having content that other people don't have, and I feel like to some degree, I mean, I guess you still have to know what the song is to look it up. But to some degree, that kind of like, I don't know. It's already fucking gone because we all get our music from the same sites. Shout out to Club Killers.
I mean, this is even like, I just rewatched the AM documentary not long ago. Like, he's in an interview saying this exact thing, and that was how long ago? 20 years?
Well, ever since,
He's saying, he's like, I just feel bad for the kids that don't get to experience digging.
Because it is dope.
Amazing.
But, it does, I mean, because like, I'll still randomly go dig for records, and it still feels good, but like, when you're digging for a set and like before, like, because like hip hop DJs weren't really using like CDJs for the most part in that time. It was like you had to like play 12-inch vinyls. Like that was like a given. You know what I'm saying? This is before Serato. And so, like, when you found that record, you weren't just finding that record to own a piece of it. You had this record to add to your set. So if you found a dope record, and not necessarily like a new 12-inch, but like, give you an example, like ones that stuck out in my memory, like finding like the DJ Cool, Let Me Clear My Throat. Like finding that record for me back then was like, oh, this transforms my set. So now I can play this into the Be Faithful, and it's like, now I have like an official fucking, you know, like peak hour shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like where you couldn't just make the record out of nowhere. And this was like, I mean, eBay was probably around, but I don't ever remember really at that time ordering shit off eBay. So it was kind of like you had to get this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that feeling was fucking dope. And definitely worth the $7.99 you spent on the record.
I don't even know that feeling. I wasn't even when I was DJing. It was Serato already.
The shitty part about it was though, like, okay, so like you're doing your set, and like sometimes you would try and like lay them out, but you know, like when you're playing a 3-hour set on vinyl, you kind of gotta like, you know, go off track a little bit, and so you're pulling records, and then you're like, all right, this would go with this, and then you're like, where the fuck is that record? And it's like, oh fuck, you see the needle getting close to the line, and you're like, fuck, I got like a minute. I'm like, I gotta find this fucking thing, and then have enough time to get it up there, cue it up, and fucking, you know, mix it in, because I was still into mixing at that time, which a lot of cats back in the day. And y'all might want to fucking bullshit, but y'all weren't really mixing back then. Y'all were just playing one record into the other.
Slamming?
But slamming was big.
You were blending.
I was blending. In Indianapolis, blending was
That's
like
Midwest shit.
mandatory. It was mandatory. If you weren't blending a record, you might as well be a bar mitzvah DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was all about having two copies and blending with the one, backspinning the one with the echo out, and then give you enough time to fucking get to the first beat and knock it in. You know what I'm saying? That was the essence of DJing, at least in my era and place. Yeah. Shout out to Top Speed, Paul Bunyan. Those motherfuckers were doing it, man. And they were doing it still on vinyl for a while after Serato came out. Because I remember going after I moved to Chicago and then coming back like years later and be like, y'all are still fucking doing this on vinyl? I'm like, why? Because sometimes the records skip and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to find ways to, you know, get creative and like maybe scratch out of one as one skips and throws the mix off. But like, I don't know. That's
I honestly, when I bought this fucking monster, I was hoping that the scent of it would set you off a little bit and trigger some Indiana memories. And this is what we're getting right now, and I'm fucking loving it.
That's it. Yo,
That's
but
amazing.
I'm telling you, Indianapolis had some really fucking dope DJs, especially back in the 90s and early 2000s.
Isn't that where Buck Rogers is from?
Buck Rogers, I don't know if he's from there, but he definitely got to start there, because I remember the first time I ever heard him in like the early 2000s there was like DJing in a pool hall. And I was like, this motherfucker's insane.
And he was probably doing crazy shit.
Bro, I was like, we were like shooting pool, and I'm like, who the fuck is DJ? And I'm like, what the fuck? And because I remember I got his card, and it had his like little logo, like a fucking Darth Vader. And I probably saw the card somewhere. But then I was like, and that's, I knew like, this is just, for a DJ this dope to be playing in a pool hall, this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
damn, yeah. I remember when he fucking left and went to Austin, and I was like, what the fuck's in Austin? I remember thinking that. He went to Austin, and I was like, what the hell? Who would go to Austin? But, bro, look at it now.
Yeah.
Austin's like the spot now.
Yeah. I mean, I think with South by Southwest and shit back in the day, it was destined to be like the spot for that kind of, you know, indie hipster shit.
Yeah.
Not that he's an indie hipster, but just in general, you know, like the budding
cultural. They do cool shit there. The fucking, creative. Yeah, it's like a little hub for sure. Now it's getting like more mainstream popular.
That's what always
feel like
happens.
they hate that.
That's like, remember every fucking hipster neighborhood back home, like fucking Wicker Park was like cool, and then it's like turned into fucking Yuppieville, and then Logan Square was dope, and then it turned into the same. Yeah, it's the same shit, man. The hipster kids are always gonna find something, make it dope, and white people are gonna throw mayonnaise on it and ruin it. It's just life, man. It's what it is.
Everything you once loved will become condos. I believe that's
shout out to Shazam Bengals.
Yeah, the great
that was
Shazam
a famous quote. And I hope they wrote that on stone somewhere when they tore down the Columbus statue and put that there instead. That deserves to be.
That's fucking great.
What time is it? Speaking of time, we about done?
Oh man,
Probably should get to work soon.
It's 9:05. Yeah, I think we've been at it for about an hour now. Good fucking times, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we We need some more guests too, like legit, not just like someone we can find that wants to be on the podcast. By the way, there's a bunch of people from Bottle Blonde that want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll bring them on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to bring them on. That's cool. But we also need like how we brought Rock City here, and then because we had fucking real memories with that motherfucker that don't even feel real anymore.
Yeah.
And when you see that person and you're all reminiscing, and then you realize that you did all that shit. You know what I mean?
We got to fly somebody in from Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. We'll give them a gig. And
that'd be fucking sick.
We'll get you a gig, but you got to get on a podcast.
Yeah.
We have to do
that to Joe Mads, by the way.
Yeah, well, let's see. We'll see. What about who? If does anybody stick out in your mind that would be a great candidate?
Bro, I mean, who was there? There was so many characters that like you almost forget about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That were like there for like a month maybe. It's just deep in the industry. Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and then it kind of eats them up and spits them out, and then you don't fucking see them ever again. You know what I mean? There was so many good fucking.
I don't know. I don't want to say the names because it's gonna fucking sound like. I mean, yeah. There's definitely some people. I mean. We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll just pop up with them. You guys stay tuned, and you'll see.
Okay, if we're talking about DJs, and we got to give DJs, you know.
God, I wish Eddie was still alive. I would fucking love to have him on the show, just because. Yeah,
dude, he would be so.
Not
good.
To get like on that, but yeah, that's
so
just
deep.
Somebody that was thinking
deep, bro. Oh, you know what reminded me of that? The fucking Kanye shit. Did you see?
I haven't made it to the second episode yet.
Okay, you haven't seen the second. On the first one, I didn't know that. I knew a lot of that history. I mean, you know it from just listening to the fucking Last Call on College Dropout, you know?
But seeing it live.
Seeing it is awesome.
Or not live, but filmed live.
Also, I didn't know him and Doug Inf had that beef.
I didn't even know who the fuck Doug Infinite was.
You didn't?
No, because I know you were into that backpacker shit.
Yeah. He's deep. He's like Chicago underground fucking legend.
Did you find the diss record?
No.
We should probably find it here.
Dude, Matlock, who I used to DJ for, he got kicked off of Mole Men Records, which is like Chicago's underground fucking hip-hop label of the early 2000s when the shit was like popping. He got kicked off of that label because he rapped on a song with E.C. Illa that was produced by Kanye West.
Oh, no shit.
And he was like, and this was back in the day when Kanye, probably before he even went to New York, I bet. But everyone knew that Kanye was going to blow. And he was like, had the opportunity to rap on this beat, but his contract with Mole Men said he couldn't do it. And he was like, fuck you guys, I'm doing this shit. And he rapped on the beat. He got sued. It was a whole lawsuit. There was a whole beef between them for years. And then when the lawsuit finally ended, he made a diss record about the whole shit and like told the whole story and dissed all the dudes from the Mole Men crew. It's just amazing Chicago hip-hop history. I actually just listened to that record recently, and it's so good. Like, I remember when it came out, and you're like, oh, shit.
Did it sound like a Kanye beat, or was it just a dope beat?
It sounds like an old Kanye beat.
Like the sped-up soul sample?
Yes. With the drums, his fucking...
The little offbeat layers of...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. Reminded me of all that shit. The Kanye shit is sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not looking forward to episode 8, wherever he turns into fucking Yeezus, because that's gonna suck. But
yeah,
at least the first couple episodes have been dope.
Bro, honestly, when Jamie Foxx is recording slow jams,
oh man,
and he hits that, like he's like in the booth trying to figure out, like he's like, all right, man, he's making noises and shit.
Yeah,
and
I'm glad. Not to interrupt, but let's just be glad he didn't use Orange Juice Jones as what he's like. So let's talk about Orange Juice Jones. I'm like, God, thank God, that might have ruined the record right there. I do like that song, but Anita, like, you know, those are the ones.
Yeah. It's amazing. Whatever. It's great. I'm fucking high. We got the Strategy and Dolo show tonight. The goddamn greatest party on earth, longest lasting party, made it through a pandemic. And if we got to go through World War III, we goddamn will, because we fucking do this shit, baby.
By the end of it, we may be speaking Russian, but
we're out here.
We'll still be rocking.
We're like some fucking cockroaches, baby. You can't kill us. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe if you're on the YouTube. Drop a comment. Help us out with the algorithm. Brandon Shoots. Let's go, champ.